Good morning, guys. So let's make some matching Christmas beanies. Can be adults or kids. Let's get started. So I'm using this beautiful Christmas double layer fleece fabric, and I just like to make sure all of my faces is facing in one direction. I make sure the stretch is also on the circumference of the hat, and I fold it and I get the cutting. So we will be making two pieces of these layers. So let me just get my little pattern. I did make this pattern, so it's not something I can send you to download, but you can certainly just check the internet. There's lots of fleece beanies patterns out there. So yeah, so let's go ahead and just quickly cut this around. This one is actually an adult size I'm making, so we just want to get that cut quickly. There we go. We have one piece done. On to the next. As you see, it was folded there. So again, we have the fabric folded. I always check to make sure that it's the stretchy side on the circumference. And we just get that pattern back up there and do the same thing. Just cut around and cut that little top notch, which is very important to get the correct shape. And we will get that done. And that is it, already done. Pattern all cut up. And then now we are going to proceed with the little notch on the top. You do have to sew that in order to get the perfect shape, and you want to do that on the wrong side. So sometimes with these printed fabrics, especially fleece, sometimes it's hard to figure out which one is the right or the wrong. So once you get that figured out, you want to go ahead and fold it with the wrong side facing you. And then do a little curve stitch. I do about 1/4 inch, but it's very important that you make a curve at the end so that hat can lay correct, guys. So just going ahead and doing the little curve. There we go, looking good. And I just go ahead and flip it and do the other side. You can go ahead and detach it from the machine if that's easier for you. I just like to do it at once. So here we go, guys. When I sew, I sanitize and wash my hands, so they're looking a little dry because I don't like to apply lotion or any personal products to rub off on the fabric. So if you see my hands looking kind of dry, that's why. So you see that curve? Lovely. That's what you want. And then you want to trim off any excess. You don't want to cut into your stitch, but you don't want bulk as well. So just trim off as close as possible. And that one is done. We are doing the same to the second piece here. Looking for that, making sure that wrong side is what I'm folding and sewing on. So once I got that figured out, we can proceed. And same thing, make sure you get that good curve going on. And then do the same to the other side. I love this pattern. It is gorgeous. I had to go by several stores to locate it. Make sure you check out my shop, link in the bio. I will be selling some of these. I will also be making some for donations to the local homeless. And also for these particular ones, I will be donating some kids prints. So these will mainly go to kids, and then also for the elder assistance living. So you want to go ahead right side facing with right side, and for the seams on the end that we just sewed, you want to go ahead and pin those. You can put as many pins as you want in it. I usually just put 3 or 4, but start with the top there, those seams that we just sewed. And then you also want to make sure the prints are facing the same direction, right side to right side. And then you also want to leave about a 2-inch on the any side of it to allow you to turn it over when you are done. So you just go ahead. I do about 1/4 inch seam allowance, starting at where that hole was that we'll need to flip it over, and then just go all the way around, and then end where the hole that we left open. So to just leave that space, you want to back stitch at each corner as well. So just go all the way around. It's a beautiful hat. I can't wait to make one for myself. So it has Santa and all kinds of bears and all kinds of cute stuff on it. So it's really good for the holidays. You see right here is the hole we left. So you want to go ahead and do back stitch At the beginning of that, there's the little hole, just about 2 inches, no big deal. Now, when you're trimming the ends on this, you don't want to trim right on top of the hole. You want to go after that hole because you don't want to trim that. So go after and leave the part with the hole. Do not trim off any excess fabric. So go all the way. You're trimming everything but right on top of the hole. You have to leave that open because you'll see why in a moment, but you need that. So that extra fabric, do not trim it. So yeah, just going all the way around there. So there's the lip. It's kind of called a lip. You see how it is? You want to leave that. That's why you don't trim it, because once you go ahead and flip everything over, you'll need to tuck that part in to sew over it. So that is very important. So we have everything, and you just tuck that lip in. I don't know if you saw it, but it kind of just goes in naturally. And then you want to do as close of a stitch, about 1/4 of an inch back stitch, of course, to go ahead and close that hole up. Now I put the hole on the bottom of the work that will end up inside of the hats. So we're just trimming off the threads there. And then as you see, yeah, where I did that hole was at the bottom. So all of that will be going inside the hat to give it that double layer fleece. So we're just pushing everything in there. And we are done and done. That was pretty quick and easy, right? So you just make sure everything goes in there, smooth it all out. Let me kind of show you guys a little better with my tiny workstation. And yeah, you just push it all in. Looking good. Look at all those cute characters. And yeah, so you can wear this as a slouchy hat. You can wear this as a fold beanie. That's how I like to wear it. And there it is. Check out my shop. I make them for kids and adults. I don't have a lot of this print, so reach out to me or click on the link in the bio. Let's look at some pics, guys. Look at these hats on. That's what we really want to see. There we go. Look at that. Look at those cute characters. That's with you wearing it as a slouchy hat. This would be super cute going to Christmas parties and events and family dinners and all that good stuff. Look at it compared to the kids